There are many different types of links on a website, and so we need to understand what types of links are going to be worth more than other links. They're not all the same. So the first thing is we've got links coming in from other websites. We have links going out to other websites. So we need to focus on getting the links that are coming in because those links are critical to getting search engine rankings. Outgoing links can be important as well. We need to show the search engine that we're not just getting links pointing to us, but we're also assisting people in finding the information they need. So incoming and outgoing links are important to gaining search engine rankings. Also, the function of the links. We use links in navigation. We use links within our content, and we also have links if we have ads or other call to action areas. Also, the resources that we give people. In the footer of the website, we typically have links to sitemaps or links to contact information or about information. And the sitemap is really a map to the entire website that a visitor can go see and make a quick decision about what information they need. Now, even when we're talking about navigation and editorial and all these types of links, the most valuable links on the page are considered to be in the editorial area, because that's where your content is. And your content, if you are linking to other people in the editorial content, then that is worth more than links that are simply repeated over and over and over on the footer of every single page. Now, we've talked about this before, but I want to make sure that everyone understands that when we talk about anchor text, that is the text that is assigned as the primary words that when you click on them, that will take you to the new site. href equals, and that's the page that is the source that you are going to be sending people to, and then anything contained in between the brackets, such as this is a link, those are the words, we call that the anchor text. Now, when we look at the context of links, it's very critical to understand that based on where people click on the link, what type of site it is, it'll determine how they behave when they come to your website. So, for example, if someone is reading an article and they see the links on the page, they know that they can click on that link and go get more information. The key here is that they are already engaged with the content. So they're reading this article about the Droid 2, and if they click on a link that says Droid 2, they know that they are going to get more information about it. They're already engaged. Twitter is a little bit different because Twitter, many times, the link does not have anchor text, nor does the surrounding content in the tweet have enough information to know what you're going to be clicking on. Because of that, you're not fully engaged because you're not fully knowing what you're going to see. A difference to that, completely different, is if you're in a discussion forum and you're asking about something specific and someone writes a link to send you to a very specific page on a website and recommending that you go there and buy or read or learn. That has full contextual information because the people that are in this discussion forum are highly engaged in talking about that particular item. Newspapers are very good at linking out to companies or information because they have a lot of authority and they can convince people that clicking on this link gets you that authority. And so what I recommend people to do is to look at all of your links in terms of engagement. And breaking down one website here, we found that people that came to the site from a contextual link stayed longer, did more, and they converted at a higher rate. People that came from a blog stayed longer, did more, and they converted at a higher rate. People that came from search were a little bit lower. They all acted about the same based on which words they used. But we also found that people that came from social links, they only really looked at one page and were on the site for about a second or two. So we wanted to find out why that was, and it all came down to the context of what people were reading before they clicked the link. And what we found was if the context was high, like a blog or an article or a news article, people were already engaged with the content before they clicked on the link. And if the context is low, like Twitter, where there is no anchor text, and sometimes there's no text to explain what the link is all about, the context is low. So as a result, the engagement is going to be low. It also depends upon the competition. You see, an article or a blog that's talking about your website or your content or your market, it's going to be very engaging, and there's not going to be a lot of links on that page, so there's very little competition. Twitter, however, has a lot of competition. There's a lot of people tweeting and sending out information across a varying degree of subjects. And so there's a lot of competition for your attention, but it's not always contextual. Search is right in the middle, because it's the only medium where people determine their own context by the search words that they give. But also the competition is always the same. There's always going to be 10 organic results. There's probably going to be paid results, and there might actually be some other blended results as well. And it's right in the middle because people know that if they don't find the answer to their question, they can hit their back button and go right out. So when you look at all your links, it's always very good to know what kind of business, what kind of visitors come from each link. And so you can break down your links and you can see that, well, people that come from this link, they tend to buy more and they tend to do more than people that come from other websites. So I know a link on this website is good for business. I know a link on this website, as soon as I got that link, my rankings increased because it was a high authority website like MSN. As soon as that link came through, I saw an immediate change in rankings, and so that link was fantastic for that purpose. And then also, another link just brought thousands of people to the website. Not many of them did anything, but it was good for building brand exposure. And that is really the perfect link. You want a perfect link that does all three of these things, that provides exposure, increases your rankings, and builds your business. Now, an important type of link to understand is what's called a no-follow link. You see these a lot on social media sites and news sites. A no-follow link is in the text of the site, and it says, don't follow the link, and it's an instruction to the search engine not to follow the link to the source, meaning that we really don't trust the source, or the main reason there are no follow links is because bloggers were tired of having people leaving comments and references on their blogs with a link, and they didn't trust the source of the link. So the search engines gave people the power to put a no follow tag on the links, and what it really means is we don't trust this link. We don't want to publish this link on our website not knowing the source of it. So a no-follow link really means no trust. It means that the webmaster of that website, when he has used the no-follow tag, doesn't want the search engine to be aware or to follow that link. Now, no-follow links are used all over social media websites. They don't want people using social media simply to get the link benefit from their sites. And so most, if not all, social media sites are going to employ the no-follow tag. It doesn't mean you won't get any benefit at all. The benefit you will get is from the users that follow and come to your website. You may get a slight bit of benefit, but don't count on it. The perfect link is one that provides the brand exposure, drives more visitors, and boosts your search engine rankings, but ultimately builds business.